and welcome. Thanks so much for joining me today as we get ready to play with building balance and rotation of the spine as we prepare the body for Parivrtta Ardha Chandrasana, also known as a revolved half moon. So without further ado, we'll get straight into it, coming to a child's pose at the back of your mat. So coming to kneeling on your shins, send your hips back towards your heels, fold your belly on top of your thighs, and take your legs out as wide as what feels comfortable for you and your body. And then allow your head to come down either to the floor, possibly a block, or you can stack your fists on top of each other. So whichever variation your body is willing to work with today. You can have your arms reaching up and overhead, or you can take them down by your side with the palms face up. So choose the variation that you want to work with. And then collect all pieces of yourself as you arrive on your mat, mentally, physically, emotionally, and have them all gather together for a little mandatory meeting. Maybe they meet in the third eye, right there in the center of your forehead. Once you've collected everybody, take a breath. Inhale fully into your belly, your diaphragm, and your chest. And then exhale, let everything go. Start to soften. Just take a couple of moments here to connect with your breath before we get into the movement. So just notice your breath at first, and then start to see if you can extend your inhales and your exhales. And as you continue to extend them, taking a deep breath in and really squeezing out all the air as you exhale. See if you can match them. Maybe inhale to a count of 4 and then exhale to a count of 4. Each time you exhale, see if you can release some tension that's hiding in the joints somewhere in the muscles. And then start to engage your Ujjayi breath by slightly constricting the back of your throat, making your voice, your breath audible to at least you. It doesn't have to be super loud, whatever you're comfortable with. Kind of sounding like an ocean, and let your breath rebound in and out. And then think of something you're grateful for. And then attach that gratitude to your breath. And let that be the thing that keeps you present in the body. So whenever your mind starts to wander off of the mat, out of your body, just come back to your gratitude and come back to your breath. Now take one more deep breath. Inhale fully into your belly, your diaphragm, and your chest. Feel your shoulder blades spread apart. And then hold it for a moment at the top. And then when you're ready with an open mouth sigh, let it go. Bring your lips together, come back to your pace of breath. And if your arms aren't already in front of you, go ahead and send them forward towards the top of your mat. Place your hands flat on the floor and then just round forward, coming into a little tabletop. And it's okay if your knees are a little bit wide. Just leave them there for a moment and then just shift right back to your child's pose. So we're just gently bringing some movement back into the body, and then do it about 2 more times. So shift forward, feel the weight shift onto your hands, and then feel the weight shift back onto your shins, the top of your foot. Do it 1 more time as you shift forward. Good, then send it back. And then come forward once more and then find a neutral tabletop. So you might have to move your knees, that's fine. Bring your knees directly up under your hips and have them about hips distance apart. And then bring your hands directly up under your shoulders, shoulders distance apart. And then find a very solid, stable tabletop. So hug your arms in towards your body, engage your triceps to straighten your arms. Take your gaze slightly forward, so try not to droop your neck down, right? Gaze is slightly ahead of you, lengthening the crown of your head to whatever is in front of you. And then notice what's going on with your pelvis and your low back. So if your belly is kind of drooping down, draw your belly toward your spine. See if you can flatten out your back. And draw your shoulder blades down towards your pelvis. Good. Nice, strong, sturdy tabletop. Toes can be tucked or untucked, whichever makes the most sense for you. And we'll take a couple rounds of the cat-cow to the pace of your own breath. So as you inhale, lower your belly, take your chest forward, gaze up, tailbone reaches up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, round. So tailbone comes down towards the ground, crown of your head comes towards the floor. Spread your shoulder blades far apart, and then just flow back and forth with your pace of breath. So it doesn't have to be with mine. You might be faster or slower. And if you find any places in your body, in your spine, in your neck, anywhere at all that you want to linger and kind of iron out, feel free to do so. So just take the moment to stay in your body. Your body speaks to you through sensation. So if your body is telling you, hey, I need a little bit of extra love here, then please do so. Gonna take one more round of breath in your cat and cow. And then make your way back to your neutral tabletop. And reset all of the things. So re-engage the arms as you push the ground away, hug the arms in, re-engage the belly, draw the belly in, nice long spine, shoulder blades drawing it down. Neck is extended long. And then send your right leg straight back behind you and lower your ball of your foot or your toes to the floor and press through your heel. Engage your quadriceps to straighten your leg and don't let go of the activity, the engagement of your core. So keep drawing your belly in as you continue to push through the back heel. Good, then shift your weight over to your right hand a bit and then lift your left arm up towards the sky. Take a little twist. Good. And then bring your hand right back down. Come back to this three-legged tabletop and then do it again. So open up as you twist over to the left and then lower your hand back down. We're going to do it one more time and then hold. So open up, spin the chest towards the long edge of your mat. Still keep the back leg nice and engaged and your right arm is still solid. Engage the tricep, lengthen through the spine as you twist. Good, this time we're going to thread the needle. So lower your hand, but then feed it through the space under your right armpit, reaching in that direction, and then lower your shoulder and your face down towards the floor. And you can play with a variation here. So you can stay here with your leg extended out long. If you're up for it, you can play with a balance here as you lift your right leg up any amount. So you can lift it to hover. Maybe you can explore with getting it higher. Totally up to you. And if your leg is lifted, just lower it back down to the floor. Firmly press your right hand on the mat in front of your face and then unwind yourself. Send that left arm up to the sky one more time and then release your hand down to the ground. Beautiful. Stay here for a moment. Continue to press through the heel of your right foot. Press both hands firmly into the ground. Spread your shoulder blades apart and then pull your left knee towards your chest. Hold. Breathe. And then release your left shin back down and then bring your right shin to meet the left. Come back to your neutral tabletop and just pause here for a moment as you reset. Hug the arms in, draw your belly in, lengthen the spine. And then send your left leg straight back behind you. Lower the toes to the floor. Press through your heel. Good. Activate the things. And then we'll open up, twisting to the right this time. So the right arm opens up to the side, reaching, try to keep the spine nice and long, try to keep that leg engaged, and then lower your hand back down. Beautiful. Do it 2 more times as you open, twisting to the right, release the hand down. 1 more time, twist, hold it here just for a little bit longer. Continue to have the tricep of your left arm on your quads of your back leg on, and then thread your needle. So feed your right arm through the space between your left arm and then lower it down. Good. You can stay here. This is wonderful. If you want to play with the balance, feel free to do so. Just lifting the leg. It doesn't have to be really high. Maybe it's just a little bit. Maybe it's a lot of it. I don't know. You decide. And if you fall out of it, congratulations. You found your edge. Just come back and try again. Lovely. Lower your foot back down. If it's lifted, press your hand into the mat and then unwind. Back over to the right. Good. Return your hand to the floor and then return your left shin and come right back to that tabletop. pause, and reset. So notice what's going on with your low back. Stay in your body. Bring your knees a little bit closer together. Send your arms forward. Come to a modified plank. Good. So try not to droop. Right? Push the ground away. Nice long spine. Bend your elbows straight back. Lower all the way down to your belly. See if you can do it one piece. Slow and controlled. And then take your back bend. Peel your chest up off of the floor. Wonderful. Lower back down. Hug your arms in towards your body and then push yourself up. You decide if you want to go through tabletop or child's pose or straight through a high plank as you push yourself up. And then hips lifting up, coming to our first Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. So do whatever wiggling you need to do in your first down dog. If you want to walk it out or march or roll your spine, whatever feels good. Don't overthink it. Just let your body move the way your body needs to move in this moment. And then find some stillness as your heels reach down towards the ground. Push the ground away, hug your arms in towards your ears. No tension in your neck. Let your head be heavy. And then use your next inhale to lift your heels as you gaze forward. Bend your knees, take as many steps as you require to get to the top of the mat. So maybe you jump, or you take one giant step, or you play with compression and take a bunch of tiny little steps. And then get to the top, forward fold. Root to rise as you circle sweep your arms up and overhead. Come to extended mountain, Urdhva Hastasana, pause here. Really take a moment to ground down through your feet. Arches are lifted. Quadriceps are engaged, lifting the kneecaps. Tailbone reaching down towards the ground. Lift up out of the side body. Good. Use your next exhale to sit into a chair. So bend your knees, lower your hips. Utkatasana, chair pose. Weight's mostly in your heels. You should be able to wiggle your toes a little bit. Good. Exhale, fold forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. As you inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift, so your hands can be on the floor or on your shins as you lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands and then step back to a downward facing dog. Hips lifting up, heels reaching down, hands pressing firmly into the mat. Use your next inhale to lift your right leg up to the sky. And then exhale, step your foot in between your hands. Really spread your shoulder blades apart. Step it through and then lower your back knee as you rise up to find Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Good. Squeeze your legs a little bit energetically in towards each other. Those adductors, those muscles on your inner thighs. Beautiful. Hinge forward. So place your belly on your thigh, arms moving back as you straighten your front leg. You can leave your hands on the blocks or the floor or send them back like a little airplane as we reach Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. Nice. Send your arms down if they're not already there. Left hand comes to the floor. And then halfway lift on your inhale. And as you exhale, take the twist over your straight leg. Send that right arm up to the sky. And lower your right hand down, bend back into your front knee, come to a runner's lunge, pause, find the runner's lunge first, don't rush through it. See if you can keep your spine nice and long. And then plant your hands down as you send your right knee back. And take the vinyasa of your choice, so you can tuck the toes and lift up or stay on your knees, and then clean it out. Take the back bend of your choice, a cobra or an up dog, and then make your way back to your downward facing dog. Heels reaching down, hips lifting up, hands pressing firmly into the mat. Use your next inhale to lift your left leg up to the sky. Good. Step your foot in between your hands and then lower your back heel. Take your time. There's no rush. Rise up when you're ready. Find that low lunge. Good. Squeeze those legs in towards the middle of your mat. Good. Reaching up towards the sky, finding length in the side body. And then as you exhale, hinge forward and start to straighten your front leg. You can have your hands down on the floor or play with the balance, sending your arm back behind you. And you're balancing Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. Good. If your arms are not already down, set your right hand down on the floor. Halfway lift as you inhale, and then use your exhale, twist over your front leg. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Take a breath. And lowering your top hand, bend back into your front knee, come to your runner's lunge, pause for a moment. Feel the pose. Notice if you're dumping into your joints, and then correct that. And then step your left foot back. Take the vinyasa of your choice. You can knees, chest, chin. You can come to the toes or stay on your knees. Good. Shine your chest forward. Send those hips back up. Find your downward facing dog. Good. Take your breath. Let it go. And on your next inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky. Bend your knee, open your hip. Press your left heel down towards the floor. Try to keep your weight even in between both hands. And then square your hips back to the floor. Send that leg straight back up. Find your three-legged dog. And then bring your right knee towards your left elbow. To see how close you can get. And then extend your right leg out to the side. Good. Open up, find fallen triangle. Push through your right hand, opening up. Good. Keep your legs where they are. Lower your top hand down to the floor. So your right leg is still across the body, and you can come to the ball of your left foot. Stay here, and then bend your elbows straight back. Do a little push-up, a little chaturanga. Push yourself back up, and then send your right leg back. Find your three-legged dog. Lovely. Step your foot in between your hands. Knee stays lifted this time. Rise up. Find your Alanasana high crescent. Good. Engage the things. So your glutes of your left leg are on. Squeeze them to send the leg behind you. You can keep a little bend in that back knee if it helps you stack your shoulders over. Otherwise, just press through the heel. Yogi's choice. Use your next exhale to twist over your front leg. Arms come out, east and west. Good, then do it again. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, take the twist. Try to keep your spine nice and long. One more time through center. Twist once again, but then pause here. Good, straighten your front leg. Nice. Coming into a revolved triangle. So reaching your left arm forward. Lowering your hand down, maybe to the floor, your shin, a block. Option to gaze up toward your fingers. Yeah, if you're looking up, take your gaze down and forward ahead of you. We're coming into our revolved half moon, so you can shift your weight and take multiple steps or one giant step as you come to balance on your right leg. Lifting your back leg up, aiming just about to be parallel. Continue to twist towards the right. Good. See if you can rise up out of dumping in your hip. See if you can find length there. And maybe you float the arm instead of touching the ground as you twist. Squeeze your legs together. Good. Slowly start to bend into your front knee as you gently lower your back foot down and then cartwheel open. Come to a 5-pointed star. Nice. Turn the toes in, the heels out, and then exhale, forward fold. Release your head down to the ground and just take a breath. Inhale, find your halfway lift. And just walk your hands over to the back of your mat for a little side stretch of your right side. And then start to walk your hands through center, coming back to the top of your mat. So pivot on the heel of your right foot and the ball of your left foot. Bend into your right knee. Come to a runner's lunge. Plant your hands, step back to your downward facing dog. Heels reaching down, hips lifting up. Reset, take the breath. And we'll play with the other side. Now lift your left leg up this time. Good, bend your knee, open your hip. Square your hands, square your chest. Press your right heel down, push the ground away. And square your hips, straighten your leg. And then bring your left knee toward your right elbow. And then send your leg out to the side. Start to spin open. Find your fallen triangle on this side. Press firmly into your left hand. Engage the tricep. Push up. Don't dump into the shoulder. And then lower your right hand down. Legs stay cross the body. You can come to the ball of your right foot. Bend your elbows straight back. Take the chaturanga push up. Push yourself back up. And then come back to your three-legged dog. Left leg reaches up to the sky. Step your foot in between your hands. Take your time. Rise up. Find your high crescent. Good. Engage the things. Back legs on. You decide how deep of a bend you want in that front leg. Finding some space, some length on your side body. And then we'll twist 3 times to the left. Use your exhale as you twist over your front leg. Come back to center. And do it again. Twisting through center. Good. One more time. Twist and stay. Straighten your front leg. Take your time. Maintain your balance. Reach forward and tip it over. Find your revolved triangle. Good. Play with the balance. If you fall, that's cool. Work on the twist. Try to keep the spine long. Try not to dump. Wobbles. Normal. Take your gaze down and slightly ahead of you and start to make the shift. So bending in, if you need to do the weight shift back and forth, that's fine. You can take multiple steps or one giant step as you come to your revolved half moon. Continue to spin your chest to the left. Balancing, that back leg is lifted parallel and squeeze your thighs in towards each other. Trying to stack the shoulders. Good. Bend into your front knee. Lower the back foot down. Cartwheel open. 5-pointed star facing the other direction. Toes turn in. Heels turn out. Take your forward fold. Gotta let your hands come wherever they come. Releasing tension in your neck. Halfway lift as you inhale. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. Just a little stretch for the left side body. Walk your hands through center, coming all the way back to the front. Pivot on the heel of your left foot, ball of your right foot, bend into your front knee. Come to your runner's lunge. And then plant your hands, step your left foot back to the plank of your choice and take a vinyasa. You decide, halfway or the belly. Cobra, up dog. And make your way back to your downward facing dog. Just pause for a moment. As you reset, check in with your body. Wonderful. We're going to come to a seat, so come whichever way makes the most sense for you. So you can jump or come to tabletop, whatever is easiest for you. And then bring the soles of your feet to the floor. Place your hands behind you, fingers pointing towards the top of your mat. And then take your right ankle, crossing it over your left thigh. Now you can stay here, continue to sit up nice and tall, and just actively press your right thigh open, the knee down towards the floor. You can stay here. This is cool. This is enough for your hip. If you want a little bit more, we're going to work on opening up the front body as well. Press into your hands and your left foot. Lift the hip up, coming into a little figure 4 reverse tabletop, and continue to press that right hip open down towards the ground. Breathe. And then slowly release. Lower your hips back down. Good. Right ankle still stays crossed over your left thigh. And then just let your left thigh and your right foot come to the floor. So you're in a little twist. You can leave the shin where it is, or you can pull your bottom heel towards your glute and just take the twist. So inhale as you lengthen, and then exhale, twist for a little half Lord of the Fishes. Good, then unwind and bring the sole of your left foot back up, and then we'll switch. So right foot comes down, left ankle crosses over your right thigh, and then the options are the same. Hands behind you, fingers pointed towards the top of your mat, and you can stay here just propping yourself up and continuing to press that hip open, or you can play with the reverse tabletop figure 4 version. Lift the hips up. Good. Continue to press that thigh down. And lower down when you're ready. Keep your ankle crossed, and then simply lower your right thigh and your left foot to the floor. Reach up and overhead with your right arm. Take the twist. Half Lord of the Fishes. Taking your gaze over the back shoulder. And then unwind. Come back through center. Release your legs. Send them straight out in front of you. Good. Arms up and overhead. And then slowly roll down to your back. Take your time. There's no rush. Or maybe there is and you just collapse. Good. Coming to your back. Bringing your knees in towards your armpits. Grabbing a hold of the outside of either your ankles, possibly the foot, or peace sign fingers around your big toes. Press your tailbone down into the ground. So try not to hike your hips up. And then pulling whatever you have a hold of, whether it's your foot or your toes or your ankle, and pulling them down towards the floor. And you can be still, or you can rock. You can play with straightening and bending one knee. You can do whatever it is that you like. This is our final pose before Shavasana. And then when you're ready, when you get those fast last little wiggles out, once again, if there is something else your body is craving, go ahead and do that. If you want to have legs up an imaginary wall or whatever it is that your body is telling you it needs a little bit of extra something, something. Maybe it's a plow, depending on how much energy you have. And then when you're ready, simply release your legs down, out to the side. Let your arms come out wide. Take up space. Take up a lot of it. Inching your shoulder blades just a little bit together up under your chest to give you a little bit more space. And then either close down your eyes or soften your gaze and let go. Let go of your breath. You don't need to control it anymore. Stay here for a few moments. Let your body integrate all of the fabulous work that you just did. Take that little scan of your body like we did at the beginning, just noticing if anything is shifted. And that includes all pieces of yourself, mentally, emotionally, physically, coming back to that mandatory meeting, doing a little recap, a little review. Lay here for as long as you would like. Shavasana is arguably one of the hardest poses in yoga, learning to be perfectly still. Observe your thoughts without judgment. And just take a little time to be a human being and not a human doing. Thank you so much for letting me guide you through your practice today. It is always an honor. I cannot wait to meet you again. The light in me sees, honors, and respects the light in you. Om Shanti Shanti. Peace. If you enjoy flowing with me, please like this video and subscribe to my channel so you'll be the first one to know when I release a new class. For access to my full library of pose tutorials and continuously growing full-length classes, subscribe to Phoenix Fitness Yoga on Demand. Just click the link in the description to learn more. Namaste.